Imagine this. A woman walks into a room, and before she even speaks, people adjust themselves. Men straighten their posture, women glance sideways with curiosity, and the energy subtly shifts around her. She hasn't begged for attention. She hasn't demanded respect. And yet, she receives it. This, my dear, is the princess treatment. But the secret is that real women of power never ask for it. They command it without a word. Why do some women get adored, spoiled, and treated like treasures, while others struggle just to be noticed? The answer is not luck, nor beauty, nor charm alone. It is strategy, because the princess aura is not about being pampered for free. It's about creating a world where men want to invest in you without you lowering yourself to request it. Here's the paradox. The moment you ask for the princess treatment, you've already lost it. Requests reveal need, and need destroys mystery. To keep his devotion, your treatment must feel like his idea, not your command. Think of history's most captivating queens and mistresses. Cleopatra did not chase men. Julius Caesar and Mark Antony competed to provide for her. Marie Antoinette was showered with luxuries, not because she asked, but because her aura suggested that anything less would be unworthy. The high-value woman doesn't scream, "I deserve more." She embodies it. So how do you create this invisible throne around you? Let me give you the steps. First, understand this principle. Energy teaches people how to treat you. If you move through the world frazzled, apologetic, overly grateful, you train others to treat you as ordinary. But when you walk with the quiet assurance that everything will be taken care of, because it always is, people unconsciously rise to meet that standard. For example, imagine you're on a date. Instead of nervously reaching for the check, you simply wait, calm and unbothered, as if it never occurred to you that you would need to pay. Not out of arrogance, but out of quiet expectation. 9 times out of 10, the man across from you will lean in to cover it, not because you demanded, but because your composure made it the natural course of action. Second, master the art of withholding urgency. Nice girls rush. They say thank you too much. They scramble to prove they're worth it. But the princess aura is slow, deliberate. If someone offers you something, you don't jump up with excitement. You receive it as though such treatment is both delightful and expected. This subtle restraint communicates that you are used to being valued, and that giving to you is not extraordinary, but normal. Now let's dive deeper. Retention is not only about attention spans, it's about escalation. So here's the next secret. Rituals of devotion. Powerful women weave small symbolic behaviors into their relationships that turn men into willing devotees. A look, a pause, a smile that appears only when he has pleased you. It conditions him to seek that reaction again. You are not ordering him to serve you. You are rewarding his instinct to do so. Think of it like training loyalty in a kingdom. Knights weren't forced to serve their queen. They felt honored by it, because she represented something larger than herself. Dignity, beauty, the crown. You must do the same. Don't just be a woman. Be the standard, the atmosphere, the crown jewel. The third step is refined standards. You never complain, but you never settle. If a man offers you something below your standard, you don't scold him. You simply don't reward it. Silence is more powerful than nagging. A calm, unamused look communicates more than 1,000 words. Over time, he learns that only his best effort unlocks your warmth. Here's a paradox to keep you hooked. Princess treatment is less about what you get and more about what you refuse to tolerate. Cleopatra would never have begged Antony for a gift. If he didn't provide, she would simply lean back into her own world, radiating the message, "Another man will." That quiet threat of replacement, never spoken, keeps a man on edge and on his toes. Now, let me tell you a story. There was once a duchess in Renaissance Italy, known for never raising her voice, yet men showered her with gifts, fought duels for her honor, and carried her name with reverence. Why? Because she acted as if their devotion was natural, as if she were carved from marble and touched by destiny. One knight famously said, "Her silence weighs heavier than any plea." That is your blueprint. The less you ask, the more men compete to give. But let's make it practical. You don't need to live in a palace to embody this aura. You simply need to change the way you receive. For instance, if a man compliments you, don't gush. Don't return a compliment immediately. Instead, smile softly, hold his gaze, and let the silence make him squirm. He will try harder next time. If a man buys you coffee, don't say, "Oh my God, thank you so much," in a frantic rush. Instead, let your gratitude be slow, poised, like honey dripping from your lips. That difference teaches him. Giving to you is special, and it feels good. And here is the cliffhanger that will keep you until the end. The princess treatment is not about men at all. It is about how you view yourself. Because if you do not believe you are rare, the world will never confirm it. So here's the turning point. The question is not, how do I make men treat me like a princess? The question is, how do I carry myself so that anything less feels absurd? Because when your self-regard is unshakable, others sense it. They don't even think to offer you crumbs. They bring feasts. This is why some women walk through life adorned with attention and protection, while others exhaust themselves chasing it. The truth is brutal. If you have to ask, it's already slipping away. The invisible crown must rest on your head at all times, even when no one is watching. It's not an act. It's a state of being. Here's the next layer. Detachment. Detachment is the velvet rope around your world. When you are not desperate for anyone's attention, when you move gracefully with or without it, people lean in. Men sense when they are not the sun of your universe, and paradoxically, that's when they try hardest to earn the center. The princess never chases. She selects, and selection is power. Another secret? Scarcity of reaction. If you laugh at every joke, praise every effort, you dilute your value. But if your approval is rare, if your laughter feels like a gift, he will crave it. Your attention becomes a prize, not a given. Remember, the princess treatment isn't just about receiving material things. It's about creating an emotional economy where your reaction is currency. Guard it. Let's escalate further. The most magnetic women cultivate an aura of timelessness. She is never rushed, never frantic. She is composed, as though destiny is always on her side. This is why slowness, silence, and elegance are weapons. They create contrast in a world that is loud and desperate. When you embody timelessness, you step into archetype, the muse, the queen, the untouchable figure that men dream of but rarely hold. Practical example, if you're texting a man, don't answer instantly. Delay. Not out of games, but out of rhythm. Let him wonder. Let the silence expand until he leans forward into it. When you do reply, make it short, refined, with words that feel chosen, not scattered. This balance of availability and distance creates the exact tension that makes devotion grow. Now, the final key: ritualize your own value. Every day, treat yourself as if you already live in a palace. This doesn't mean reckless spending, it means refinement. How you dress, how you sit, how you sip your coffee, how you speak on the phone. Every gesture should whisper, "I am not ordinary." This self-discipline creates an energy so strong that others can't help but treat you accordingly. And so we return to the paradox. You never ask for the princess treatment because it would lower you. Instead, you live as though it's already yours. You cultivate silence, standards, detachment, and refinement. Men will lean in, they will compete, they will invest. Not because you told them to, but because their instincts scream that losing you would be a tragedy. The ordinary woman says, "Treat me like a princess." The dangerous woman never says a word. She is the princess, and the world adjusts itself around her. So the next time you wonder how to get devotion without begging, remember this: the crown is invisible, but everyone can see it.